2008 and 2009 while I was leading a federal task force. This was a major task force effort involving many different agencies. While I was leading a federal task force, this was a major task force.
For the last few years, y'all been asking me, is Reggie Wright linked to Johnny J's murder? Because we don't believe Johnny J committed suicide. Is Johnny J's murder linked to the cartel? Well, here it is. You have Reggie Wright Jr. linked to the cartel in a 2017 drug bust. Not only is Reggie Wright Jr., but Reggie Wright Sr., the father, they were linked to gangbangers. And not only gangbangers and drug dealers, but the Mexican cartel.
Retired LA County Sheriff's Lieutenant and his son, a one-time cop with the Compton Police Department, have been indicted on federal drug trafficking and money laundering charges. Prosecutors say Reggie Wright Sr. and his son, Reggie Wright Jr., are both members of the Grape Street Crips gang.
That's Reggie Wright Sr. in the documentary Biggie and Tupac, a look at the life and deaths of rappers Notorious B.I.G. and Tupac Shakur.
When he confessed to that while you were actively on the force investigating the murder?
That's correct. The confession was obtained back in 2008 and 2009. Back in 2008.
Man, a lot of people for a long time been trying to establish some sort of link between Muhtar Bill's cousin and the hit that we believe was put out on Yafeu Fula. Peep this shit out right here and see what you think.
Didn't he say from Watts or some shit?
Well, that's Kitchen Crips. They over there in that area.
Yeah.
Them niggas deep in Memphis like a motherfucker too.
Yeah.
Grape Street, Grape Street. Well, y'all know that because by myself, Grape Street.
Oh yeah, Grape Street and Memphis gangbang like a motherfucker though.
Yeah.
Grape Street, hey, the Grape Street niggas out there too. They got neighborhoods out there too.
Yeah. But then the mob got spots like that in New Jersey. They tough with those niggas in New Jersey.
Aha! Did the pig just slip up? Did this goddamn demon just slip up? And then he tried to correct himself at the end by his false allegiances to the mob. Nigga, you ain't got no allegiances to the mob. That's the reason why you aired Mob James out. The same nigga that gave you any credibility, you fucking pig. Don't you get it? You are the worst security in history, man. And now we know for a goddamn infinite fact who put that goddamn head out on Yafeu Fula. You see, I watch a lot of battle rapper shit. And a lot of these battle rapper niggas like Arsenal and them, they from New Jersey and they've been saying they from Grape Street. And I've been like, God damn, it's a connection between New Jersey, Grape Street, and what happened to Yafeu Fula, I bet you, man. Especially considering that OFTB, being from Watts, they from the Nickersons, you know what I'm talking about? And their mortal enemies is Grape Street. You understand what I'm telling you? So, Reggie Wrong Jr. and shit, man, he just virtually gave us the little leeway into his fake ass fat brain and shit, man. You terrible ass goddamn security / pig of a fucking cop. This nigga's fucking trash, man.
Hey, yeah, you motherfucker. You know who I'm talking to. Yeah, you that motherfucker that betrayed your homeboys and you ain't shit.
Welcome back to Wake and Bake Early News. Every nigga on the street worldwide, stay away from Reggie Wright Jr. He is working with the feds now. Yesterday he took down the postal workers in Memphis, Tennessee. He's working with the feds to get his father a lighter sentence.
Other leads also run dry. After speaking with officers on the scene, the police's main witness, Yafeu Fula, had said he would give a full statement to detectives. But promises to meet with the police are never kept. And 2 months later, Fula is shot in the back of the head.
Yafeu Fula's murder is the most troubling because it happened so quickly, and he was the best witness.
Without having any witnesses or anyone being able to identify the suspect, It's essentially impossible to solve this thing.
Unfortunate incident.
The cops were there all night long. There was one witness, Yafeu Fula, said that he could identify the shooter.
Yafeu Fula was an old friend of Tupac's, and he was riding in a car directly behind the one Tupac and Suge were in. So he was closer than anyone other than Suge.
Yafeu Fula, who was in the front seat with me, was staring out of the window. So he saw the Cadillac before it even approached the car.
And he told the police right off, I saw who did it. And it's stunning to think that, okay, he said that and they didn't say, yeah, who is it? But they didn't. They said, okay, we want you to come in and make a statement. And, you know, at some point in the future, they didn't even set a time.
Rap this and, you know what I'm saying, witness the Tupac's murder, ain't got nothing to do with that. When he just fell a victim to the streets. This Essex County, it ain't got nothing to do with nothing else.
The seats, if I pull out, I'm wrong, but you don't like to kick it in peace. Told your boy he make noise, he gon' eat that shit. I gave my word to you, Doc.
Oh yeah, well, you know, again, we're talking about a musical artist, a backup band, whatever. I mean, they're very mobile. They're from different parts of the country. And it's not like everybody lives in Las Vegas, so it's going to be easy because they all own a home and they're all easy to locate. Most of these guys didn't own homes. They'd go stay at family, friends, whatever. So we would try to get in touch with people, and you'd have to go through death row records or whomever to try and locate them. Classic example, we ended up getting a lot of press about how Malcolm Greenidge said he could identify the shooter. We finally tracked him down to set up a re-interview, and he says, I'm not going to look at any photos because I can't identify him. Yeah, we got beat up in the LA Times over that.
Yeah, that's right, I remember.
You know? And I'm thinking, okay, put up or shut up, Ace. And, well, but again, Reggie Wright Jr. is the one that brought him to that interview. So, and again, other witnesses.
You can say my name. You can say my name.
Oh no, I'm going to another person.
Oh.
Well, you want me?
You can say what you want to say about me.
Yeah, this is not Frank's story. This is more
well, yeah, and we are.
Yeah.
We have become friends.
Yeah, we have for 10 years.
Yeah. Other witnesses, though, who have since ended up deceased, you know, that we attempted to talk to that night, refused to talk to us. McDonald didn't have anything he wanted to say to us. Now he's dead. People that we talked to during an investigation in California, they're dead. I mean, yeah, a lot of people have died that were directly or indirectly linked to this investigation. Again, because witnesses were from all over the country, we'd have to track them down. I mean, initially, we went into how people were the first day of this investigation. Frank Alexander, who was Tupac's bodyguard, who was driving the car behind him, was someone we interviewed. And again, that first night, I don't think he was totally forthcoming on everything he knew. His story basically matched everybody else's. As the investigation progressed and we started getting more information, Frank was re-interviewed, and Frank was very much more forthcoming. In fact, he gave a lot of information that really helped as far as what we were looking at. It was quite obvious that information pissed off some people, and that people just kind of shut down as far as answering our questions related to that.
To meet with the police are never kept, and 2 months later, Fula is shot in the back of the head.
Yafeu Fula's murder is the most troubling.